Guys, so today we'll be discussing about Kodaikanal in the southern state of Tamil Nadu, which is also known as the Queen of the Hills in South India. And there's a very good reason it is called so. When you go there, you'll understand. This particular video is about what you should be expecting in Kodaikanal in the month of January 2025 in terms of weather, road condition, things to pack, and what are the places that you should be visiting in Kodaikanal in the month of January. So if you're someone who's planned a trip to Kodaikanal in January, keep in mind that you need a minimum of 2 nights, 3 days to explore Kodaikanal. If you have a longer duration of travel to Kodaikanal, it will be much better because the more time you have, it is always better to travel for a longer period of time. Even though Kodaikanal can be explored in 2 nights, 3 days, if you can spare a couple of days more, it will just make your experience even more fruitful. The reason being Kodaikanal has a lot to offer and each place needs its own time to be able to soak in and leave a footprint in your memory. Now let's start off with the temperature in Kodaikanal in January. So the daytime temperature will range from anywhere between 15 to 22 degrees, while the evening temperature will be anywhere between 5 to 10 degrees. So now Kodaikanal in the evenings will get extremely cold, so no matter from where you're coming to Kodaikanal, make sure you have a sweatshirt. Do not expect it to be South India's stereotypical traveler who comes to South India without any woolen wear. This will backfire because it gets really cold. It gets cold to such a point that you will end up shivering and you might even fall sick. So make sure that you have your woolen wear with you. You just need a basic jacket. You do not need a muffler or gloves because if you're someone who has traveled to the northern part of India, you will easily manage. Now when it comes to the rain, it can rain here and there in Kodaikanal. So if you're someone who doesn't like the rain, make sure that you carry an umbrella. A simple 3-fold small umbrella is more than enough when you're traveling to Kodaikanal. You do not need anything more. Since it's not going to be heavy showers, it can be just a passing shower which will last not more than 20 to 25 minutes at the max. Now when it comes to the road condition, the roads are extremely well made. Even though they are winding ghat roads, they are very well made. So if you're someone who's planning on self-driving to Kodaikanal, make sure that you have experience on narrow roads because these roads are very narrow. You're not going to be driving on such narrow roads in most parts of India, but when you're going to visit Kodaikanal, you have to, the only way up is to go through these hairpins, which they also call gata loops locally. So you need to be driving through these loops and then reaching Kodaikanal. Google Maps works very well. Jio and Airtel have exceptional networks. So if you have, even Vodafone works very well. So you can plug in your GPS and you can drive without any hassle. If you're hiring a taxi, it is a much more seamless experience because then you can enjoy the view and soak in the entire drive while someone else who's paid to take over the wheel. When it comes to the places that you should be visiting, Kodai Lake is an absolute must. Pillar Rocks. Keep in mind that the waterfalls will be barely active because these are mostly monsoon waterfalls. So it's already January and winter has set in, so most of it should have dried up. You can also go for a hike around Kodaikanal. You can visit Pundi, you can visit Vattakanal and wander around. There's a very good trek to Dolphin's Nose which you can easily do. You keep in mind that when you're traveling to Kodaikanal in January, it will be not very expensive when it comes to accommodation. Accommodation is still on the steeper side. If you go to places which are further off like Vattakanal where the accommodations are very limited, you will get a room for roughly around 3 to 5,000 depending on what, and these are mostly cottages. In Kodaikanal you will find a much more affordable deal, anywhere between 1,500 to 3,000 rupees. Keep in mind that Kodaikanal attracts a lot of tourists from South India, mostly families and couples. Even groups of guys and girls come along to Kodaikanal. So on the weekends, it's extremely crowded and costly. If you're someone who's planning a budget trip, make sure that you plan your trip over the weekdays because it's during the weekdays that Kodaikanal becomes a better place to visit because the crowd is less and even the tourist rush overall is much more bearable compared to what it is over the weekend. Over the weekend, it's like a lot of tourists coming in and out of Kodaikanal. Now keep in mind that in the mornings and in the evenings it tends to get extremely foggy in Kodaikanal. So when you're traveling to Kodaikanal, just make sure that you prepare well for the weather conditions. When it comes to things to pack your usual clothing that you would be packing for the Himalayas if you've not been there. Pack basically one sweatshirt, a few t-shirts, a couple of cargo pants or jeans, maybe a couple of short pants, your sunglass, your lip balm, your sunscreen, and your cold cream, because these are the basic essentials that you need. Make sure that you carry a water bottle along with you, because traveling anywhere without a water bottle is going to end up with a lot of plastic waste, which is something that you shouldn't be doing as a traveler. You should be taking care of the environment that you're going in to. When it comes to food accommodation, there are plenty of food options, plenty of cafes and restaurants nestled all over Kodaikanal. So by default, you'll never go hungry. You'll get very, very good food. To start off with, idli, sambar, dosa, vada is your staple, which you'll get throughout the day. If you want anything beyond that, you will find restaurants which are serving you very, very good food. Other than this, Kodaikanal is a very safe place. It's a fun place to be to. If so, now this pretty much covers everything that's there to be done in Kodaikanal in January. If you still have any queries or doubts related to Kodaikanal in January, do leave a comment in the comment section and we'll be more than happy to help. Till our next video about Kodaikanal, stay safe, stay happy, and stay blessed.